Oh man, Bitcoin rejected from a key level here in the charts. How much further can this market pull back? Loads of people here are worried that this market is on the brink of collapse. What are the key levels I'm seeing and preparing for? I'm going to break that down and a lot more. If you appreciate these updates, smash the likes. Do not forget to subscribe, guys. You can see a big, horrible 4-hourly candle here printing on Bitcoin. It's down 2% on just this candle and 2.3% here on the day. But what's more important is we're getting rejected from what is a key level. This horizontal level, this yellow line you see along here, which is the 68,000 level, is a very important level. And now you can see we are getting rejected by it. This causes us a problem to the downside. And in this video, I'm going to try to break down what I'm expecting and what Bitcoin we need to do to avoid the pain as well. Similarly, we need to take a look at some of the altcoins. I mean, Phantom still holding up really positively here in this channel, but how long can it keep it up for? If Bitcoin wants to dump down like we're going to go through shortly, how long can this keep it up for? I mean, also Solana still holding above $200 here despite being down 3.5% in the last 4-hourly candle. Tremendous strength on a lot of these ecosystem plays, but you can sense the froth in the market. You can sense the greed coming in the market. You're seeing meme coins. You're seeing AI plays go crazy. You are seeing people on Twitter, yes, people on Twitter. Take a look at this. Solana meme coin Slurf notches $1.7 billion in volume after developer loses all the pre-sale funds. This is not a joke. I really effed up and I'm really sorry. It was a simple mindless misclick when I was in the process of burning the LP. This stuff is weird, guys. This gives you peak bull market vibes and it gives you worrying vibes because obviously I don't think we're at the peak bull market. I think we still got the Bitcoin halving. We know interest rates will be cut at some point. I'm still positive, but right now there's this premature level of bullishness where people are literally just posting their address online and people are sending them money. There is so much magic internet money going around right now where people are just aimlessly making money on meme coins and all sort of stuff that you get this bubble. And what happens to a bubble? They burst. So I've got to be very prepared for that, and that's what I'm trying to warn here on this as well. Slurf, a sloth-themed meme coin on the Solana network, raised $10 million in a so-called pre-sale and quickly gained popularity, even though the developer mistakenly burned the liquidity provider and tokens. The launch of Slurf comes as developers are raising millions of dollars in pre-sales, contributing to a surge in the price of Solana's token. And guys, this theme has been insane, right? Just over the weekend, you're seeing more transactions now being done on Solana than Ethereum, all because of this meme craze. Loads of people are spinning up tokens, loads of people investing in these meme coins and pre-sales. Twitter's gone absolutely berserk. I saw one guy who just said, here's my wallet address, send it to me for the sake of it, I want to buy a Lamborghini. And somebody sent him, like, people were sending him $55,000 just for nothing. He just said it was my birthday, right? And this just reminds you of what is peak hype. So we've got to be very careful. Like I keep reminding you guys, we still are in extreme greed right now, and people are making money even when they know nothing. This is just people aping in, making money, right? This fugazi money. And we got to be careful when that happens, because whenever that happens, people get ahead of themselves, they get overzealous, they leverage, and then the market gets set for an almighty pullback. So when we come back into the Bitcoin chart, what is it I'm seeing? You can see that we fell from this rising wedge, right? This is a rising wedge to the upside. We fall. Now, when you fall, you look to the left for pivot points, and the first pivot point is here, right? This is your first level of support, which also happens to be the bit where it got rejected here, and that sits at that 68,000 level. And you can see that we did not manage to hold that level. We're now getting rejected from that level to the downside, which is a little bit worrying. We were hoping that we could get above that level, hold above it, and start working our way up. Because hold up, do you want to learn how to trade? Then you need to jump into our Telegram community. Link is in the description. In our Telegram community, I share my altcoins. I share how I do my trade setups, how I do my stop losses and take profit, so you could learn to become a profitable trader. Check it out. Link is in the description. One of the common patterns that happens when you break down from a wedge like this, oftentimes what you get is you have this movement, you break to the downside, you liquidate people, and then boom, you see the price starts continuing to the upside. It's just a trap, right? But so far, we're not seeing that. The bulls are not stepping in. You're seeing lower lows and lower highs, which is a downtrend, right? And if this continues, the next major support comes in right here at that 64,600 level. That's this yellow line right here. Failing that, we then look all the way to the bottom of the wedge, which brings you to 61.5k. Yes, that's this line here. 61.5k brings you to the bottom of the wedge. So those are my immediate price targets. Now, again, over the last kind of week or so, I've shared with you guys why I'm not too concerned just yet. You can see clearly here on the 4-hourly EMA ribbon, not only did we get rejected here, we tried running back into it, and it looks like we're getting rejected again. Okay, so on the 4-hourly chart, we are bearish, and the bears are not just having control, they're taking strong control right now because they've rejected us once and they've rejected us twice again. So this looks like we're set for a longer term bearish pattern here on the 4-hourly chart. If, however, I now zoom up to the daily chart, now you start to get a little bit of a better picture of what's going on, because what happened was we had a couple of days here to the downside, right? A couple of horrible days here to the downside into our EMA ribbon. Yesterday, it looked like we were going to bounce, but why is it we never take into account yesterday? Because it's a Sunday. Yes, Sunday was a 4.7% day yesterday, but it means nothing. Sunday, volumes are low. It's very easy to manipulate the market. When Monday opens up, and particularly when the US now market starts opening up over the next couple of hours or so, you start to get a better trend of where the market's going. And that is why we're seeing now some bearish sentiment start to kick into this market. So the question is going to be, can we bounce from the EMA ribbon and get a higher high? Remember, this is the peak, right? So if you take a look at this candlestick here, the high of that candlestick was 73.8. So if we bounce, we have to get past 73.8. Otherwise, we're just going to create a lower high and eventually you start curling over. If none of this stuff is making sense, by the way, in terms of the TA, make sure you check out my TA course, ijazcrypto.com/TA. I'll leave the link in the description. Also jump to our Telegram community, which is completely free, ijazcrypto.com/TG, where I share my trades, right? I share my setups, I share a bunch of fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and all kind of things I'm up to in the market as well. So when you look at this EMA ribbon, there's clear support here, right? 64,000 doesn't worry me. Even coming down to that 61.5, which I shared with you, doesn't worry me, because all it's doing is it's saying come into your EMA ribbon, come into the EMA ribbon, no problem whatsoever. So any of these levels, I'm perfectly fine with it. In fact, I'd want to be buying the dip in these positions here if and when we pull back to those levels. Where it starts to become worrying is if we lose the bottom of this red box, and that bottom of the red box sits at that 57,000 level. If we get a daily candle close below 57,000, all bets are off, right? Then Bitcoin has lost its daily EMA ribbon, and this now starts to become a bit of a bigger problem, right? Until then, it's okay. I'm not panicked. I'm staying the course. In fact, I actually think it's good. I've just covered off how people are literally just posting random addresses on Twitter and people are sending the money. People are spinning up sloth-based meme coins and making billions of dollars in valuation, right? We need to be very, very careful in this market. I'm all for people making money. I'm all for meme coins doing well, no problem. But what does it indicate about the wider market? It indicates leverage. It indicates greed. It indicates not smart money, but dumb money. Smart money is when BlackRock goes, hang on, we've got billions of dollars flowing into our ETFs. Dumb money is when you go, oh, everybody's aping their last paycheck into Slurf. Bit of a problem, right? Which one is going to create volatility and which one is going to create slow, steady, upwards rising momentum on Bitcoin, right? You know very clearly when you have the latter, which is greedy money, right? Not smart money, dumb money, you're more likely to hit liquidations. You're more likely to get big corrections. I mean, 10% correction, 12%, 15% corrections. And that's what I need to be prepared for. If we get those pullbacks, I want to be buying cheap Bitcoin. I don't want to be sitting on the sidelines missing out on those moments. Equally, I don't want to be in a short-term trade and get caught with a 10% wick to the downside. So I need to be very, very cautious when entering trades. Now, that being said, there's another reason we need to be cautious this week. We have a big macroeconomic week. Yeah, if you take a look at my Twitter, I shared all the key things we're getting this week. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, we get housing data. On Wednesday, we get the FOMC interest rate decision. Again, markets are not expecting a rate cut, but they're going to focus on Jerome Powell's press conference. Is he going to come out hawkish? Is he going to come out dovish? Is he going to rug pull the market? We'll be covering that off on Wednesday together. On Thursday, you get the Fed manufacturing index. On Thursday, you also get the existing home sales data. And then on Friday, as if that wasn't enough, Jerome Powell decides to book in another speech to make an extra few bucks. But again, will he rug pull the market markets on Friday as well. So expect crazy volatility this week. I'm being very cautious with my trades. I'm being very, very careful. I'm preparing myself for pullbacks, but at the same time, I understand the hang on. This is not scary right now, right? We're right here. We can easily bounce and do this right now here on Bitcoin. Okay, so I need to stay relatively bullish whilst at the same time being prepared for some downside into this EMA ribbon and not getting caught out if this starts to do this. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. In other news, if we take a look at Phantom, I posted this on Twitter as well. Phantom had a really strong couple of weeks, right? 4 strong weeks here to the upside. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that candlestick there, 67% in a week. And this is why I keep going on. Guys, stop trying to time the market. How many times have I had, if I had a Phantom coin for every single time someone asked me, should I buy or sell Phantom, right? Like, it'd be ridiculous because people want to time the market. You can't time this market. You could have sat on Phantom this whole period, right? Look at this boring period all the way from here, May 2022, all the way to where we're at now. And if you had sold and be like, oh, I'm just going to time it back in. When I see Phantom get some momentum, I'm going to get back in. Yeah, because you're that much of a genius. Boom, 67%, you would have missed that week. Then you start fumbling. Oh, should I get in or should I not get in? Boom, another 7% week. Oh, should I get in? Should I? Another 14% week. Boom, another. You see what I mean? You can't get in. When the market's like this, it's very difficult to get in. So that's why you need to DCA over time and have conviction in your plays. Nobody's a genius that they go, oh, I know the exact week that Phantom's going to pump. No, you either believe in the project or you don't. Simple. And so now we're seeing Phantom start to get a little bit of pressure from the 97 cents mark. There's a screen line here, which is exactly the same level that when it hit its all-time high in May 2021, it got rejected quite badly from there as well. I mean, it got rejected so badly, it got sent all the way down back to 15 cents again, right? So it went all the way up to 97 cents and got rejected all the way back down to 15. So what I'm trying to say is this is not going to be an easy level to break. Phantom will need to take some work. Maybe it needs to pull back a little bit, but eventually once it breaks past it, it's going to be a very, very important level for Phantom. Do not underestimate the 97 cents level here on Phantom, looking really, really strong. Solana also looking very, very strong. I mean, a crazy, crazy week. We just covered off that, the meme ecosystem is thriving on Solana. The transactions, the daily active users on Solana are booming. If you want a deeper breakdown into Solana, then make sure you go watch my video from yesterday where I break down all things Solana and whether I'm selling or whether I'm DCAing. If you appreciate type updates, don't forget to smash up the likes, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.